way of working. With the permission of the two deans, I would request you take permission to start the session formally.
Please go ahead, Dr. Anupama. We can just start.
Right. Over to you, the MCs of the day.
As the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi said, and I quote, "A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people." Greetings and namaste to one and all present here. Today, we are gathered here to talk about one of the most diverse cultures, our very own, the Indian culture. The Indian culture is the way of living for the millions of Indians living across the globe. It encompasses the traditions, religions, dance forms, music, and the food in India. It is famous worldwide due to its rich cultural heritage, historical monuments, and its colorful festivals. The diversity of the Indian culture is what makes us stand out from the other nations. It is one of the oldest civilizations in the world, which has been described as Sapratma Sanskari Vishvavara, meaning the first and the supreme.
Not to forget that we are the world's largest democratic country and one of the largest economies. Though we never boast about any of it, instead, we humbly greet everyone with our folded hands and say namaste to extend our warm welcome to others. Before we commence, let us invoke the blessings of the Almighty by the lighting of the lamp and the Saraswati Vandana, which is an invocation of Goddess Saraswati, which is the goddess of learning, sung beautifully by a student of the Cultural Committee of Amity Business School. The sparkle of the lamp goes up, and the blessings from heaven are showered on us. Thank you to the cultural team for spreading the light of blessings. It was indeed a beautiful gesture. On this note, Amity Business School would like to cherish your presence to the event.
The prestigious University of Winchester is a thriving university with a deep commitment to teaching, and research excellence. Established in 1840 by the Church of England, the university's actions are underpinned by an unrelenting commitment to its values. The University of Winchester is a community committed to making a significant difference, along with being passionate about seeing individuals and communities flourish. We are very fortunate to have with us Professor Dr. Martin Broad, who is the Dean of the Faculty of Business, Law and Digital Technologies. Sir is a Chartered Management Accountant with a PhD in Management Accounting from the University of Bath. Sir is also involved with the Chartered Association of Business Schools, being a former chair of the International Committee and also vice chair of Council of the Chartered Association of Business Schools. With more than 30 years of experience, Sir holds research interest in higher education, governance, and management accounting.
Amity Business School, an institution where modern education blends with tradition, focuses on providing world-class education in all the disciplines of modern times in the futuristic and emerging frontier areas of knowledge, learning, and research. It is well renowned for enhancing the overall personality of students by making them not only excellent professionals, but also good individuals with understanding and regard for human values and take pride in their heritage and culture. Amity Business School imparts a holistic developed environment that breeds future leaders who are not only thorough professionals but also good human beings with values and sanskars, that means sacraments in Sanskrit. Leadership can be defined as lifting a person's vision to greater heights, the raising of a person's performance to a higher standard, and the building of a personality beyond its normal limitations. The visionary leader of Amity Business School, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Bansal Sir, who possesses an experience of 31 years in the field of education, has beautifully embroidered an ocean of opportunities to empower the youth with the ability to sustainably develop the field of business and entrepreneurship. I would now request our mentor, Dr. Anupama Rajesh Ma'am, to introduce Dean Sir.
It is my absolute pleasure and honor to introduce our very respected and loved Dean of Faculty of Management Studies and Director, Amity Business School, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Bansal. He is an admired academician with a PhD and DLit degree. Under his leadership, ABS has scaled heights and has been ranked in the top 10 business schools of India for 7 successive years. In an acclaimed career span of about 31 years in teaching, research, and consultancy, he has been invited to be a part of several prestigious academic, professional bodies, and his advisory capacity has steered them to success. He is an avid researcher and has more than 208 research papers in prestigious journals to his credit. He has authored 42 books, which have been exceptionally well received. He has guided 27 research scholars to produce works of immense educational impact. He is on the board of many national and international journals. He has been awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award by GBIT and SIBF. He has also won Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Lifetime Achievement Award and Rashtra Ratan National Award by IRDP. He is also awarded as Best Outstanding Academic Leader National Award 2020 from KIER. Apart from his areas of specialization in decision sciences, he also likes to explore and research the vistas of spirituality, management, and quality of work life. A team leader who leads by example, he is respected for his humble demeanor and visionary administrative skills. He has spearheaded numerous initiatives in the interest of his students who are very close to his hearts. With the help of his exceptional people skills, he has created a network of corporate, alumni, students, and faculty members to work in synergy to take Amity Business School to unprecedented heights. During his distinguished career, he has had many accomplishments and is hailed as an institution builder, a loved teacher, and an ardent researcher. With folded hands, we request our Dean to enlighten all of us here in this virtual seminar. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Anupama. At times I wonder, I feel embarrassed also the moment my profile is read, and I just pray to Almighty that I should be worthy of all the good words which are being said about me. Professor Broad, Mr. Simon, Ms. Karen, all the wonderful students of UK, good morning. Dr. Anupama and all the wonderful stars of Amity Business School, good afternoon. Professor Broad, Professor Simon, my sincere apologies firstly for missing out this wonderful program till today, despite of being host because of some unavoidable circumstances, situations. My apologies, but I am very sure when you have a team consist of Dr. Anupama, Dr. Vijay, Dr. Lakvinder, Dr. Jaya, nothing to worry about. And then above all, these wonderful stars who are spending day and night to make this program as successful as it is. I am being given this very difficult task of introducing about culture of India, and that too in a given time period of maybe 50-55 minutes. I will just try to do justice to that. May I have your permission, friends, to take out this slide, please, so that I can share my PPT? Is it visible to all, friends? Is this slide visible to all?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Absolutely,
Yes, sir.
absolutely, sir.
Professor Broad, with your kind permission, may I?
Certainly, please. Thank you.
Right. So I'm just starting. You quite often you are hearing this word namaste. I'm just starting my presentation with namaste. This is a traditional Indian welcome where namaha is to bow te to you. Namostate, that is let there be a solution to you, or I bow to you. I bow to you all. Namaste signifies I honor the place in you where the universe resides. I honor the place in you of love, of light, of truth, of peace. I honor the place within you where if you are in that place in you and I am in that place of me, there is only one of us. I am going to take you to this small round of cultural diversity in India, the land of faith. Before I start, I would like to give a disclaimer, Professor Broad, to all these wonderful students, all my wonderful colleagues. I'm neither an authority nor an expert of the subject. Everything given in these slides, which I'm going to present before you, are gathered information through secondary sources and my personal little bit of knowledge being an Indian by birth and choice. Though some people say there is nothing with your choice, but I say by my choice. Only the expressions given are mine. Objective of this presentation is to make my dear colleagues and students from UK about rich and diversified culture of this beautiful country called Bharat, Hindustan or India. So if I ask somebody what is culture, can you define? I have deliberately, since you can relate, so I have taken the definition given by Oxford Dictionary. It says it's way of life of a people, including their attitudes, values, beliefs, art, science, modes of perception, habits of thought and activity. Christina de Rossi from Barnet and Southgate College in London said culture encompasses religion, food, what we wear, how we wear it, our language, marriage, music, what we believe is right or wrong, how we sit at the table, how we greet visitors, how we behave with loved ones, and a million other things. The word culture derives from a word koler, which means to tend to the earth and grow, or cultivation and nurture. It shares its etymology with a number of other words related to actively fostering growth, Dr. Rossi said. Indian culture, friends, is a heritage of social norms, ethical values, traditional customs, belief systems, political systems, artifacts, technologies that originated in or are associated with Indian subcontinent. This Monoculture accepting a social group can bear risk, and just as a single species can wither in the face of environmental change for lack of functional responses to the change. The term culture also applied beyond India to the countries and cultures whose histories are strongly connected to India by immigration, colonization, or influence. India's culture, languages, religion, dance, music, architecture, food, and custom. Every country has its own culture, India has its own culture, and all differ from place to place within the country. A friend of mine says every 100 kilometers in India we have a different food habit. Every 300 kilometers we have a different dance style, and so on. Indian culture, often labeled as a combination of several cultures, has been influenced by a history that is several millennia old, beginning with the Indus Valley civilization. Many elements of Indian culture have had a profound impact across the Indosphere. Indosphere is a term used for areas of Indian linguistic and cultural influence in Southeast Asia. Greater India, the Indian culture sphere is an area composed of many countries and regions in South and Southeast Asia and the world. Indian origin religions, Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, and Sikhism are all based on concept of dharma. Dharma, friends, is the path of righteousness, and karma is the principle of cause and effect. Ahimsa, the philosophy of non-violence, is an important aspect of many Indian faiths. Foreign origin religions, including Abrahamic religions such as Judaism, Christianity, Islam, are also present in India, as well as Zoroastrianism and Baha'i faith. Today, India has 28 states and 8 union territories with different culture, and it's the second most populated country in the world. It's the most religiously and ethnically diverse nation in the world. It's some of the most deeply religious societies and cultures. Religion plays a central and definitive role in the life of many of its people in India. This is the map as on today, friends, of India with 28 states and 8 union territories. India as a state is divided into 4 major geographical areas: the Great Himalayan Range, the Indo-Gangetic Plain, the desert region, the peninsular region of South. The climate diversity is also there in India. We are having 3 major seasons: summer, usually from April to June, monsoon from July to September, winter from October to March. There are times when these seasons slightly varied, but these are the general trends. India, our incredible India, 5,000 years old civilization with 325 languages spoken, with 1,652 dialects. And if you permit me to stop for a minute, can I ask any friend of mine from UK to pronounce my name? Anybody?
I will try. And
right.
my apologies if I get this very wrong. But Dr. Sanjeev Bansal.
All right. So, Dr. Anupama, can you pronounce my name, please?
Sir, I'm in
All right.
our culture, it is you
All
are
right.
the guru.
All right. So just my name, which you can call with
Okay.
prefix
Sir,
also, doctor.
Professor Dr. Sanjeev Bansal.
All right. Jeffrey, can you call me? Call my name? Somebody from Punjab? Any student?
Sanjeev.
Greta, can you call my name?
So Professor Dr. Sanjeev Bansal.
All right. Greta, can you call my name, please? All right. Now, when I said Dr. Broad, Professor Simon, 1,652 dialects, believe you me, it's very difficult to imagine even. You may be pronouncing it slightly in a different way, but in India itself, my name may be pronounced in thousands of various different dialects. We have 22 official languages, 28 states, 3.28 million square kilometer area, 7,516 kilometers coastline. Population of India is 136.64 crore, that is 1.3664 billions. It is as per my secondary data information. Our census is still due. This is called land of religion, culture, divinity, and philosophy, and all major religions of the world are practiced in India, supporting and nurturing of which leads to peace and harmony. Religion is a home. India is a home to large number of religions. Number of them are Indian religions, but we have popular Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Jainism, and Buddhism. Can somebody define religion? Any student, would you like to say what is religion? I use the word dharma. Dharma is righteousness, path of righteousness. And if you take my definition, I say religion is path of righteousness. This is so the moment you segregate it as Hindus, Muslims, Christians, whatever, it is not actually religion. These are different sects. But according to Peter Mendeville and Paul James, relatively bounded system of beliefs, symbols, and practices that addresses the nature of existence and in which communion with others and otherness is lived as it both takes in and spiritually transcends socially grounded ontologies of time, space, embodiment, and knowing. This is religion. Religion may be defined with its three great characteristics: belief and religious practices, the religious feeling, that is faith, unity in a community of those who share the same faith, the church. It is what differentiates religion from magic. The puzzles of life lead to the evolution of religion. You may be a believer, you may not be a believer, but the puzzles of life which lead to the evolution of religion are plenty of questions, the puzzles of life which may bother you from time to time. What control the seasonal cycle of nature, the daily motion of the sun, the motion of the stars, the passing of the seasons, what controlled their environment, what or who caused floods, rains, dry spells, storms, earthquakes, and so on. What controls fertility of the tribe, its domesticated animals and its crops, what system of morality is indeed to best promote the stability of the tribe, what happens to the person after death, where is the person before birth, and so on. The first organized religions appear to have been based on fertility. They were focused on the worship of great earth goddess. Religion evolved to include male gods who were gradually given increased importance by the priests. Today, most people follow either a monotheistic religion in which a single god is worshipped, or a henotheistic religion, a religion which recognizes a single main deity but which recognizes other gods and goddesses, heroes, saints, as facets or manifestations or aspects of their supreme God. Contemporary reflection. David C. James, rector of St. John's Episcopal Church and Diocesan Mission Center in Olympia, WA, wrote, many times when we think we are worshipping God, we are actually comforting our very fragile egos. I am not so naive as to assume that we build temples and erect altars to ourselves directly, but our core need to be in safe, secure, and sound mandates that we construct a reality system that will support us. Some facts about the religion is an outgrowth of brain architecture that evolved early in the human history. The two main schools of thought hold that either religion evolved due to natural selection and has selective advantage, or that religion is an evolutionary byproduct of other mental adaptations. Some scholars have suggested that religion is genetically hardwired into the human condition. Our controversial hypothesis, the God gene hypothesis, states that some variants of a specific gene, the BMAT2 gene, predispose to spirituality. Now, why I am speaking so much about brain and religion? Because religion is one of the major aspects in the study of culture. Setting the stage for human religion, increased brain size, tools used, development of language, morality, and group living. The origin of religion in India goes back to more than 2500 years. A culture that has the longest duration of evolution of philosophy from 100 to 500 AD. From 600 to 1000 AD, if we add the period of Buddha, Mahavira, and Samakhya around 500 BC, and the period of medieval Bhakti movement from 1100 to 1800 AD. Inter-religion and intra-religion harmony. Vaishnav and Shaiva shapes sects in Hinduism, Catholic, Protestants, and Eastern churches in Christianity, Sunni, Shia, and Ismaili sects in Islam, Mahayana, Vajrayana, Theravada in Buddhism, and so on. Harmony is different from toleration. Nevertheless, in India, Hinduism is practiced in majority along with other religions like Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, Islam, Christianity, Zoroastrianism, and so on. And this is the reason why outside world consider India as an abode of religion and spiritualism. The religions of the world, 80 years of global religious changes from 70 to 2010 and predicament in the year 2050 is being shown with the help of this graph. As I have told you in the beginning, nothing in this presentation is mine. This is all collection of secondary data from various sources, and all the expressions only are mine here. This is the world map, the religions of the world. You can see the diversified diagram, this graph, regions of the world. As per the data, around 33% people of the world follow Christianity, 21% people follow Islam, 14% people follow Hinduism, and so on. It includes the data of 16% people who are not following any faith. In India, as per the 2011 census, 80.5% people are Hindus, they are followers of Hinduism, 13.4% people are following Islam, 2.3% people are following Christianity, 1.9% people are following Sikhism, Buddhists and Jains are 1.2%, and there are 0.7% people following other faiths. The wheel of dharma, the righteousness, is the unstoppable energy of life, right view, right thinking, right concentration, right mindfulness, speech, right diligence, right livelihood, right action. I am taking you to now all these major religions or sects or faiths, whatever you say, with their brief description. Hinduism, the major religion of India, with 80.5% of the population identifying themselves as Hindu. Following Vedic culture, which originated in India from 2000 and 1500 BC. This word India is derived from the Greek for Indus, which is derived from the old Persian word Hindu, from Sanskrit Sindhu, the historical local appellation for the Indus River. Unlike most other religions, Hinduism has no single founder, no single scripture, and no commonly agreed set of teachings. It is based upon eternal religion, Sanatan Dharma. It has been proposed as an alternative native name for Hinduism. For this, according to this principle, the Almighty creates the living creatures with body, organ of senses, conscience, and life as well. The outside world in the starting of the new aeon after dissolution of the world, with the feeling that the creatures who remained unsuccessful in getting released from rebirth during the previous aeons could get the items of enjoyment and consumption, and also release from rebirth in the world by use of four purusharthas, mainly goals, four goals of life, namely dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, the four achievements of life. Yesterday I was seeing PPTs of Dr. Vijay and Dr. Anupama. They have spoken about this aspect in detail. Hindu scriptures, the Vedas, Samhitas, and Hindu scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, the most popular Hindu book in the world, Ramayana, the Upanishads. Some of the symbols which are being used in Hindu Dharma. swastika. This is one of the famous Lord Shiva place, Lord Shiva holy place, Amarnath cave in India. There are a number of Hindu festivals, colorful festival of Holi, festival of lights, Diwali, festivals of brother and sister, Raksha Bandhan, Onam, Ganesh Chaturthi, Karwa Chauth, and so on. We have 17.7 and 177 million people who are following Islam in India. Assam, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Kerala are the places where concentration of people following Islam is more, and all of them are following different sects of Islam, including Sunnis, Shias, Dawoodi, Bohras, and Ahmadiyas. Festival of Ramadan is being celebrated in India as with the same galore as we celebrate Diwali. The word Ramadan comes from the Arabic root Ramida or Ramad, which means scorching heat or dryness. It is celebrated after seeing the moon. Eid ul Fitr is festival of breaking the fast and occurs when the new moon is sighted at the end of fasting month called Ramadan. The festival marks the end of Ramadan. This festival is celebrated in India and in the world. The famous mosque, the Jama Masjid in New Delhi, India. Sikhism is India's fourth largest religion and has existed for over 500 years, beginning with the birth of its founder Guru Nanak Dev Ji. This is the newest religion and hence the most advanced also. The Sikhs are predominantly located in Punjab, in northern part of India, but they are actually in many other parts of India. The Sikh place of worship is called Gurdwar or Gate of Guru, Temple of Guru. Sikhism is predominant in these parts of India. Sikhism Sikhism started with Guru Nanak Dev Ji and 10th Guru Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave 5 marks of 5 Ks to the Khalsa, pure Sikhs, uncut hair or kesh, sword of Kirpan, comb or kangha, bracelet on the right hand or kada, and shorts or kachera. These essentials of Sikh uniform. When you come to India, I will be privileged to take you round of Indian culture, Indian places. This is one of the most beautiful temple of worship in India, Golden Temple. Christianity. The regions with significant population are Nagaland, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Manipur, Tripura, Arunachal Pradesh, Kerala, and Goa, which I am sure many of you may be knowing about. These are the languages which are being spoken by Christians in various parts, including Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Konkani, Kannada, English, Hindi, and various other Indian languages. The region, Latin Catholics, St. Thomas Catholics, various denominations of Protestants, related ethnic group, Nazarenes, East Indians, Khasis, Mizos, Kukis, Nagas, Anglo-Indians, Goan Catholics, and so on. I was looking for the oldest. We have the oldest church in Tamil Nadu, but this is a very beautiful and a favorite of mine, Basilica of Bom Jesus in Goa. This is around 300 years old, and it still holds the remains of Saint Francis Xavier. Jainism is India's 6th largest religion and is practiced throughout the whole country. Approximately 42 lakhs Jains are there in India, living in Rajasthan and northern India, with 24 Tirthankars. They have 2 major sects, Digambras and Shvetambras. This is the big pilgrimage of Jains, Shri Mahavir Temple in Rajasthan, India. Buddhism is a world religion which arose in around the ancient kingdom of Magadha. This is a place in Bihar, state of India, and based on teaching of Siddhartha Gautama, who was deemed as Buddha. Buddha is awakened one. Two branches, Masamagika, Savirvada. Buddhist practice is most common in Himalayan areas like Ladakh, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim in India. In adoption by many Indian intellectuals, the migration of Buddhist Tibetan exiles and the mass conversion of hundreds of thousands of Hindu Dalits. This is Mahabodhi temple where Siddhartha became Buddha, got awakened. This is again a place in Bihar. Just like Indian, in addition to our Indian religions, we have Zoroastrians, total population with 69,000 religions. In Gujarat and Maharashtra, we found most of them. The languages they speak Indian with mostly Indian English. The communities are called Parsis or Iranis. Number of them are very well established in our number of industries, including Bollywood also. India is the cradle of the human race, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legend, and the great grandmother of tradition. Our most valuable and most instructive materials in the history of men are treasured up in India only, said Mark Twain. Albert Einstein, who was fortunate to meet Guru Rabindranath Tagore, Mahatma Gandhi also, he said, we owe a lot to the Indians who taught us how to count without no worthwhile scientific discovery could have been made. Big statement. In India, religion is having big binding practices. It's everywhere in our lives, even while buying a new mirth, or be it a launching new train, even while weapons and ammunition for our armed forces. This is auspicious for us to perform rituals. India is home to cultures. It's a multicultural society that celebrates holidays and festivals of various regions. India is also home to a large number of native dances and musics. Many states and regions have their own local festivals, their own folk songs, their own dance performances. The three national holidays in India are Independence Day, Republic Day, and Gandhi Jayanti. A significant move to project India's cultural unity has been the holding of festivals of India in various parts of the world. I'm taking you to a map showing land of incredible dance forms of India. From Jammu Kashmir to Punjab to Himachal Pradesh to Ladakh to Delhi to Haryana to Rajasthan, you just see these are the various dance formats. If I say from Delhi, Punjab, it's Bhangra, in Uttar Pradesh, it's Ras Leela, in Himachal Pradesh, it's Nati, in Assam, it's Bihu, in in Tamil Nadu, it's Bharatnatyam, in Kerala, it's Kathakali, in Lakshadweep, it's Kolakali, Karnataka, it's Kunitha, Goa, it's Fugadi, and Andhra, it's Kuchipudi. Different states, different dance formats, but at the end of the day, we are all one. Folk music maps of India. Just like the dance forms, we have different folk music in different parts of India. In Tamil Nadu, we play different folk music. In Himachal, folk music is different. In Jammu Kashmir, folk is different. Punjab, it's different. Sikkim, it's different. It's different variant, but not complicated. This is the map of food. It is slightly not so clear. This is basically a map showing depicting various states of India and their food habits, and you will not believe people say that every 100 kilometers in India, food habits changes. The festivals of India, land of festival India is. There are festivals, festivals, festivals. For every season, for every legend, for every myth, every region, every religious place, we have festivals. And the most beautiful part of abroad is we celebrate all these festivals with the same happiness, same galore. In Amity, we are fortunate to have 45,000 plus students in Noida campus where we are all situated Professor Broad. And these are people from, there are students from 28 different states in Noida. And it gives me immense pleasure to inform whenever we are having any festival of any religion or any state, it is being celebrated in Amity with the same zeal and enthusiasm. Some are exclusive to certain communities and regions, while others have a national and secular character about it. Indian festivals are celebrated according to the solar and lunar calendars. Consequently, dates and months may vary accordingly. I will be speaking a bit about Vedic astrology. These are some of the festivals of India: Diwali, Holi, Guru Parv, Eid, Christmas, Baisakhi, Onam, Pongal, Bihu, Durga Puja, Ganesh Chaturthi, Easter, Lohri. Delhi being capital of India, you will find out accumulation of all these festivals being celebrated in this state. These are our three national festivals, friends: Republic Day, Independence Day of India, and Gandhi Jayanti, that is birthday of father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Independence Day from 1947 we are celebrating on 15th of August, and our Republic Day on 26th of January. This is famous India Gate of India in Delhi. The cultural and religious diversity, there are a number of benefits, friends. It dispels negative stereotypes about one another. It helps create a pool of talent. It promotes humanistic values, brings in innovative ideas. The cultural and religious diversity, but we as a nation has mastered the art of harnessing the best out of our religious diversity for the ultimate interest of the nation. As a country home to 1.36 billion citizens with varied religions, ethnic and cultural backgrounds, we managed to build robust systems. Some institutions teach us how to nurture religions. Some institutions teach us how to nurture religious and cultural diversity for best of their advantage. An important lesson in modern day contemporary management is this: the standard rules of the game apply here and elsewhere in the world. We have 1.3 million strong men and women from all walks of life. These guys do it well and did it right at the day. They're all from different caste, creeds, religion, and so on. In Amity, in 11 universities we have in different states of India, presence in 30 plus countries, presence in all the 7 continents with over 1,75,000 students from all across India and abroad. We also do it well. We also have collection of all the communities, religions, caste, creed, and we get it right all the time. The origination of karma in our religious society. Karma, as I told you, it's a cause and effect relationship for workings and its importance in modern day management. There are plenty of people who have shown it. Best example is Mr. Tata Group, famous Tata Group. He did it for us in letter and spirit. And he did it for you in more ways than one. The country India is origin of so many things. It has given so many good concepts, new concepts to the world, including Vedic astrology. From famous Linda Goodman to so many known people, they have formed astrology, but it was originated in India. This is a science in itself. Many of us do not believe, but it's a fact that astrology without scientific knowledge is purely wrong. Astrology and astronomy are connected very nicely. It is purely based upon scientific assessment with the position of the sun and the stars finding the best time to do a specific job. These are called muhurats. These specific times in India, we wait for the right time, even for the launch of spaceships, rockets, and everything. Very famous art of India, which is now popular worldwide, which is being in practice in all the countries in different with different names with different formats, is called yoga. The origin of yoga is 5000 BC, and from 200 BC to 300 AD is documented, and the person behind this art is called Patanjali. Where it speaks about Yoga Sutras or formulas in yoga. There's a long list of great Indians, some of the great Indians, and this choice is again random. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, father of the nation, the man behind Indian independence. Aryabhatta, the great mathematician, the famous mathematician who invented zero. Swami Vivekananda, champion of humanitarianism. He mesmerized the world in Chicago Conference. Vinoba Bhave, national teacher of India, great Indian mathematician with 3,542 theorems to his name, Ramanujan. The most famous tourist spot of India in the state of Uttar Pradesh, where our University of Uttar Pradesh is there, it's Taj Mahal, and Professor brought Simon all the friends, all the wonderful students of UK. I invite you all whenever you are in campus, whenever you are visiting to India in face-to-face mode. This is one place I will be definitely taking you along. Some interesting facts about India. We have a large network, postal network in the world with over 1,55,015 post offices, serving 7,175 people on the average, and including a floating post office in Dal Lake, Srinagar. There are so many things which are visible from space, but there is a gathering which is called Kumbh, which is going to be there now very soon. It comes after every 12 years. It's a very big festival, you can say, gathering where we have the largest gathering in the world. And this gathering of people with over 75 million pilgrimages, this is the photograph visible from space. When you come to see the Indian film city Mumbai, there is a link. It's called Bandra Worli Sea Link, which has steel wires equal to the Earth's circumference. Situated in Mumbai, the sea link took a total of, I think you should count yourself, man hours for completion, and also weigh as much as 50,000 African elephants. This is a engineering and architectural marvel, and as I have mentioned, it's steel wires equal to Earth's circumference. We have plenty of games, but our national game is called Kabaddi, and we have won all the Kabaddi World Cup so far. The largest number of vegetarians, though to be vegetarian now is in vogue, maybe because of the religious beliefs or whatever, we have the largest number of vegetarians in this world. We are also the largest producer of milk, and we are also the biggest in terms of human values. Thank you so very much, friends. This is all from my side today. I'm open for any kind of questions, if any. Thank you so very much.
Sir, it has been such a wonderful discourse. We are fortunate to, I mean, even we learned a lot of new things. And thankfully, we have gone past the days where we would always advertise India with the land of snakes and charmers. We can now talk of the the sea links and the satellites, and we can talk of the present contemporary practices along with our traditional heritage. So I
I
have
think
lots of
Karen wants to ask something.
Yeah.
Karen, yes, Miss Karen, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for such a wonderful presentation. I had the pleasure of visiting India for about 9 months many years ago, and so everything you've brought back so many memories to me there of different dances and different foods, and I can't wait to hopefully have the opportunity to visit again. What I'd like to talk to you about is the whole aspect around the holistic development of leaders and the spirituality that you say is embedded into management. And I think this is a growing concept in the West, and we're labeling it spiritual leadership, leadership with love, contemplative education, but it's something that's obviously much more embedded within Eastern philosophy. And I wonder, in terms of Amity Business School, what do you think are the key ways in which students are prepared to lead businesses as strongly led, values-based corporations such as Tata, if that's the correct pronunciation?
Absolutely correct, you are, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah, so how is it embedded into the formal curriculum to really equip that type of leadership?
Very, very nice question, and I will be definitely, I will be very happy to answer it also, Karen. But before that, let me just tell you that the word is actually moving now from IQ to EQ. The emotional quotient is actually taking over, and this is basically something which we all are speaking about. When we speak about leadership, we speak about all the facets of leadership. We speak about all the conventional parts of leadership, requirements of leadership, but emotional quotient in anything is definitely going to play a very important role. In Amity, we have the general curriculum where we have, which is being embedded by extracurricular activities and co-curricular activities. In co-curricular and extracurricular, we basically make it a point that we should be including all these things on the basis of human values, should be given to them, should be inculcated in them through some courses, through practical activities, through their co-curricular activity and through their extracurricular activity. I will be requesting Dr. Anupama to share our course curriculum with you, where you will be seeing that since we have got a number of accreditations to us, international accreditations, where we have taken a proper care that for human values we should be introducing some topics, some particular topics in our areas like HR, psychology. We have given very good weightage to it. Like we are practicing a quarter which is called human value quarter, where our students are being asked to conduct a lot of human value activities. There are a number of clubs and committees for these behavioral sciences courses. One course of behavioral sciences, Karen, we are giving to as a mandatory course to all the students of Amity with credits. Now this is basically one course we are telling them about all the requirements to be a good human being. You know what I believe is that you can be very good, you can be a very good administrator, you can be a CEO, you can be a minister, you can be a police officer, but if you are lacking good human values or human behavior, then everything is of no use. So thank you so very much, and I promise you when you will be visiting now to India, we will be giving you more exposure to Indian culture and art, and maybe you will be covering the dance and cultural format of India in Amity itself.
That'll be amazing. Thank you very much.
I just pray to Almighty that it should be, this entire period should be over as soon as possible so that we can meet face to face. Thank you so very much. Over to you, Dr. Anupama.
Sir, I think Professor Broad is wanting to say something, sir.
Yes, sure.
Thank you very much indeed for that inspirational talk. It reminded me so much of my trips also to your great country, and those your comments about culture and the norms which you have in India. Some of the work which I've done previously has looked at a French philosopher of Bordeaux, that talks about habitus, our norms and our routines within industry and habits that we have within our organizations. And I particularly liked your talk about karma, our cause and effect, and it made me think about some of the sayings we have in England. Do unto others as you would have them unto you, implying what goes around comes around. And
absolutely, this is actually the summary which you said, sir. But it goes around, which comes around, and that is all. There is no theory actually.
It's amazing. And you talked also about your dialects there, and I looked at your slides there. You talked about 1,366 billion people, or 1.36 trillion. And then we had the use of the lac term and the way in which you write the numbers. So the 1, the comma, the 2 digits, the comma, the 3 digits. The differences between India and the UK come through there. Particularly loved your map about the food, the map of the food, fantastic map of the food which you have within India. And it reminded me of the festivals, the flying kite festivals, and visiting a street party of a wedding in Bihar state when I was there a few years ago. It was quite amazing. But the thing that brings us together, the thing that really brings India and the UK together is our cricket and our love of cricket. And I see now we are chasing quite a large target that set us as we strive to try to pull ourselves back in the second test. So it's a big thank you from me for learning a lot more about the Indian culture, and thank you. And I wish your Indian cricket team fantastic success, but I'm also hoping that the England cricket team can try to restore some degree of confidence in the match as we pull back on the second test. So thank you very much from me.
Thank you so very much, sir. Dr. Anupama?
Yeah. So after the two deans, I feel I have no place to speak. So at this point, with folded hands, we'll thank everybody who has been here, and we thank both the deans for their presence, and of course our very, very beloved sir for enlightening us with all the greats of India. We are all very, very fortunate, and thank you from all of us, and namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, great.
One small request, Dr. Anupama, if we can make to Simon, can we have similar presentation from UK student also, or somebody who can enlighten us about the cultural diversity of UK also? Sometime. This will be a very great exchange of thoughts.
Yeah, well, I'm more than happy to do that, because that is exactly what I am planning to do. I'm kind of holding on to it towards the end of the kind of the program. But yes, I've already got quite a few ideas down on the kind of the quirks and the wonders of UK culture in particular.
So I had got my idea about my presentation from Simon only when he said that let's do a vis-a-vis as to your culture was and my culture, which almost starts differently but ends up the same. We are both ancient traditional cultures dating back to centuries and centuries. That's how this whole this ball has started rolling, sir.
And one more thing, Dr. Anupama, since I can just take this liberty, since Professor Broad is here, my dear friends, Simon is here. So again, I am extending this warm invitation for both of you for our conference on 25th and 26th February, which we have very kindly agreed. And I just expect that both of you should be there in our conference. My team will be coordinating with you for your recordings. I have just gone through your recording today also. So it will be wonderful to have you there in the conference.
Certainly, I've got it in my diary. So yes, I've tried to kind of block out as much as I can to attend as much as I can.
Thank you so
definitely.
Looking forward to a wonderful, very, very long-term relationship between the two great universities and everybody connected. Thank you so much. With your permission, sir, anything? Right.
No.
Right, sir. Then thank you from our side. Namaste. Bye, Simon. Successful session. Gives a little bit of sweat with the deans there. I told you we were slightly more hierarchical and more protocol based. And apart from that, I am Professor Sanjeev Bansal is also my PhD guide. So he's also my teacher. And in Indian culture, they say that I told you that day that they say that between a teacher and God, whom shall you salute first? There is a saying which goes like that. So,
Okay.
so and they says that you should salute the teacher first because he shows you the way to God. So we are a little, we work like that. And
Yeah.
so got a little sweat there, but anyway, it went on well. So
No, I
thank
think
you
you went
so
very
much.
well. Yes. I'll see you tomorrow, the day after, the day after.
We're seeing each other
Yeah.
continuously. Simon, we also need to work out the closing ceremony. We want to do a little cultural extravaganza for you, and we'll do a little fashion show in various Indian dresses and all that. Let me get my thoughts together, and then I'll talk to you.
No problem. That's okay. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. See you
Bye.
soon.
Thank
Bye.
you. God bless you. Bye. Take care.